This is NewHampshireCrossCountry.com, powered by Runner's Alley, coming at you from the 2017 Middle School DIII State Championship. We're at Cole Brown Northwood Academy, of course, in Northwood, New Hampshire. Today's Meet Hub is brought to you by DIII Physical Therapy. They're your running experts. Feel free to contact them. They do more than just physical therapy. They'll do run evaluations, get you all set, kind of tell you the minor little tweaks that you could do to help prevent injuries as well. We're about to start the boys DIII race. The teams to watch this year, of course, returning from last year as a top team would be Northwood. However, I think this year Deerfield might be able to give them a good run for their money. Two local teams to this area, both run on this track during the Southeast League.
Deerfield girls.
As Jim McKenzie, coach of Deerfield, comes by and lets us know how his ladies did. Another team to watch would be Boynton again. Hampstead, Academy of Science, and Auburn are also in the mix. As far as individual runners go, have to pick the clear-cut favorite, Aiden Cox, who won this last year in 10:24. He's looking to improve on his course record time of 10:12. Also from last year, top returner would be Torn Kindup, as well as Lars Hogney. Other notables would be Tyler Kasich, John Murphy, and Connor Traffy.
Still do some strides. We're going to be doing our live stream feed. You got a couple of minutes before start.
I really don't want to have to run the boys' race.
Yeah, but you want to set it today, not in September or October.
Today we're joined by some of the Cole Brown varsity runners. So go ahead, Ellie, tell me what's going through your mind when you're about to race and you're on that starting line.
Well, when I'm on that starting line, all I can think about is how I really need to get out. I'm one of those people where I have a slower first half of my race. It takes me a little bit longer to warm up, so I normally have to do a longer warm up just before we're even on that line. And I just know that I have to really get focused, and I need to remember to stay on my teammates.
So that's an interesting point you bring up. We saw it last race with Sophie getting out strong. Now I know last year when Aiden ran this race, he's more of the type of person to kind of run his own race, feel it out. He doesn't necessarily go at a full sprint right from the start. So it'll be interesting to see what his strategy is today, whether he tries to take the lead right away or if he slowly works up to it. My guess is at our next camera spot, about 600 meters in, we will see him in front though. It's just a matter of how quickly he moves up to that point. Boys on the line now doing their last couple of strides, making sure they're nice and warm for the race. Today's weather is already rather warm, sunny, not too humid though. I'd say low 70s, mid 70s. Not bad for a 2-mile race. No pavement whatsoever on this course, which will help the runners out. Still a challenging course. A couple larger hills, but definitely some other points where you can drop some runners if they're not ready for it and not aware of the course.
There's a nice big downhill where you can really pass some people and just kind of springboard off until you reach your next big uphill.
Where did you say that is? A little bit before 1 mile?
Yeah, you go down that hill and then you hit the 1 mile right there, and then you go around a corner and you're hitting that big uphill towards the single track, and that single track's like a big springboard. You can pass a lot of people and you can really gain some ground.
So the first mile or so of this course is pretty similar, is the same thing as the high school course, the 5K course. It's also done, Run Fall 5K if you're interested.
You make a loud, crazy.
After that, though, they take a slightly different turn, making a true 2 mile.
CrossCountry.com. You can also see all of the videos from the races.
With about 1,000 meters, 800 meters left in the race, the kids will run through a single track. It's a great point to kind of get a little bit quicker, get a good feel for it. Kind of increase your lead or close the gap.
Hey boys,
And when you get out of that single track, you have about 700 meters to go. Probably less than that.
600 meters. Yeah, after that, I tell you, once you get to that single track, you feel pretty good. After that, you got one hill right here by the end, but this hill, it's just the will to win.
Yeah, you can pass a lot of people and just demoralize your competition.
Be safe. You can't all get to the
A couple last-minute instructions for the athletes.
is the finish.
We're about to go, though.
When you cross the finish line, make sure to keep moving. Okay? Very important. Just because you finished.
Once again, this is New Hampshire Cross Country, powered by Runners Alley. We're at the 2017 D3 Middle School State Championship Meet Hub, powered by Vera Y.
Runners set.
And they're off. So again, we'll see a lot of kids do all-out sprint, and then once the course narrows down a little bit, you'll see them settle in.
And here is the championship middle school boys race. Here leading it is Aiden Cox from Northwood. Happen to know him pretty
Looks like he's got someone trying to hang on for the beginning part. We're at the 600 meter point right now, and these boys are going through around 150. 1 minute 50 seconds.
So we have some Deerfield, some Northwood, and some Boynton kids. Those are the three teams that are the contenders for the first place finish today.
Yeah, still hard to tell what's going to happen, only 600 meters in, but Aiden Cox, we know, is definitely the favorite to win.
Right now this is a still very tight race. Like, anyone's race.
Aiden got out quick, and that's going to pull the rest of the pack to do so as well. So we'll see who can hang on and who's going to trickle out a little bit. We're seeing the dust getting kicked up again for this race, just like it was in the girls. Not fun.
So we have our first runner in sight now, as predicted, Aiden Cox.
He's around.
He's at 252, 253 now. Again, our sign right there is 900 meters into the course. See a Boynton runner. Deerfield, another Northwood. That's Tyler Kasich.
Here's Lars Holmgren from Stratford.
Another Boynton, another Deerfield, Stratford, Deerfield. They got Academy of Science coming through. Northwood's third, pack of Deerfield. Deerfield, of course, using the pack running mentality. I've seen a number of Hopkinton as well. Northwood again. Another Northwood, another Boynton. Right now we're at 4 minutes into the race.
Another Stratford coming through, followed by Andover and Newmarket. Here's a pack of Winnisquam.
Girls, any advice if you ever get stuck in a pack of runners, how to get around them, or you normally just get out hard?
I try to cut to the inside really hard, and then I'll really start to run the tangents. And sometimes, if needed, I'll even throw an elbow. But roughly, by that point, you're far enough out by this point in the race that you're pretty comfortably settled in.
And here we have Aiden Cox of Northwood coming through the single track at about 7:25 right now. So he is cruising.
He's definitely put a gap on that guy who we saw trying to hang with him
He's
at
going for
600
sub-10
meters
right
in.
now.
He's got 800 to go now.
And here's this number 2. He's rolling pretty good here as well.
He's put a gap on the rest of the group.
Chesterfield, I believe.
Yep, that's what it looks like. So first and second runners is spread away from the pack.
Here comes a Boynton.
Here comes Boynton's number 1.
So we have not seen any repeats.
So we've seen Northwood's number 1 and Boynton's number 1 for
Coming
the
through around
team contenders.
8:06.
And there's Northwood's number 2.
Northwood's number 2.
Tyler
And
Kasich.
Deerfield's number 1.
Stratford's
So-
number 1. Lars Hogany. Tyler
This is
Kasich.
looking pretty
That's it, Tyler.
good here.
Good job, Tyler.
And then
That's
John
it, John.
Murphy. Lars Hogany.
That's it.
These
Lars.
boys 8:23.
And there's Deerfield's number 2 right there.
That's it, Sean. Keep it going, Sean.
Stratford.
Deerfield's number
second.
3. Deerfield's number 4. So it's looking pretty good for Deerfield right now, but there's still a few Boynton runners that have
All
run
right, Sam.
through
Now
here.
just race. Now race, Sam. That's it, kid.
So Deerfield's making a pretty strong showing here, and there's another Northwood runner coming through.
It's like Damien.
Northwood's third.
Some more Deerfield runners.
These boys looking pretty strong. 800 to
Here
go.
comes another Boynton.
Oh,
Another
yep.
Northwood. That's Northwood's 4th.
Yep. And they're Boynton again, I think.
Yep, there's Boynton.
A couple of them.
So it looks like it's gonna, right now, looks as it may be.
Boynton in front of Deerfield. Or Deerfield, then Boynton,
and
then
then
Northwood.
Northwood for the.
But we'll see.
But we'll
There's
see how it
Northwood's fifth
finishes
right there.
up.
Yeah, there's
Northwood's
Northwood's
6th
fifth.
right there.
So still 800 meters to go. This course is a little more familiar to the Northwood boys, so they might be able to take advantage of the end bit.
Yep.
These boys kicking up more dust than the girls were, I'd say.
Yeah.
You would think it doesn't make much of a difference, but it's definitely not fun to race in. So these boys coming through around 10:32-ish, 10:35. Thinking that Aiden Cox should be done at this point. It's crazy to put into perspective that way. Large group just keeps rolling. No major gaps.
Yeah, no. Just for the first few runners, that was the only real gap.
Yeah. So again, 800 to go from here.
And here's Aiden Cox coming onto the track now, right at 10:01. Looks like he'll be just a little bit shy of his course record 10:12 today, but it is a little bit warm. Not the most ideal conditions, but still strong finish all by himself as he comes to the line. Once again, 2017 middle school D3 champion at 10:20, Aiden Cox. Second place runner approaching the line now from Chesterfield at 10:48. Yep, that would be third place, Boynton. Finishes 11:12. Next up, we have Tyler Kasich, Northwood, local to this race, followed closely by Deerfield. So we've seen two Northwood, one Deerfield. This will be our first Stratford. Seen one Boynton so far. second Stratford, and I see our second Deerfield as well. Now you notice we're not saying all the names of the schools. Hard to tell all the jerseys, but all these kids deserve the recognition. Doing a great job coming out running here today. We've got third Deerfield in. I've seen a couple Nashua. Our fourth Deerfield, our second or third Boynton, I think that might have been third, and fifth Deerfield. This looks like Deerfield. So overall, we're looking like Deerfield. See some more Northwood coming in right behind Hopkinton. Barrington, Northwood, another Deerfield, Hopkinton, Deerfield, Hampstead. Seeing a few from the Academy of Science. Great uniform they have there. Couple Boynton coming together. Academy of Science, Northwood. Some great races all the way to the finish right now. Some tough battles, again, just kicking it right on the track. Be a bright future for a lot of these young runners. Great system New Hampshire has set up for them. Bring them right up. Middle school to high school, it's a good transition. Northwood's fifth is now in. Definitely harder to tell who got second in this. Pretty sure that's Stratford's number 5. Hopkinton's had a number of them. Same as Nashua. See Three Rivers, Chester, St. Mary's, Henniker. Boys doing a great job today out on the track and on the course. So girls, last time I asked you kind of how that was finishing, how you're able to kick and stuff. This time, after the race. You know, obviously we do a cool down, but what else? What's something good you like to put back in your body? Doing ice cream, or what's your kind of your cheat food right after? Ice cream and chocolate, good recovery foods?
I mean, not really.
No, not really.
I'd say pizza and chocolate. Yeah. That's what I go to, and a mango smoothie.
As long as it's after the race, not before.
I know, I like to also roll out my legs a little bit after the race. Maybe put on compression socks for a few hours. Or take an ice bath.
Yeah, so even after a race, not just practices or hard workouts, it's really important to make sure you're doing all the little things right, whether it be the ice baths, the rolling, stretching, cooling down.
Sometimes some physical therapy, just because I did have my hip injury, just, you know, keep it fresh.
What about the day after a race? What do you normally do? Any cross training? Take day off? What's it look like?
We take the day off, but we're still expected to do some sort of cross training at least once a week. Like the past few weeks for me, I've been working this Sunday after the race, so that keeps me on my feet all day. But during like indoor track and stuff when I'm not working, I will sometimes go to the gym and lift a little bit, or I'll be on like a stationary bike and bike for like 45 minutes.
So key is you gotta do something, shake out a little bit, get that lactic acid, make sure it's completely out of your legs, ready to go for another week. All right, once again, this is New Hampshire Cross Country, powered by Runner's Alley. We're coming to you from the 2017 D3 Middle School State Championship here in Northwood, New Hampshire. Like to, of course, thank our meet sponsor, Vera Y, Physical Therapy. And of course, the experts here at Lancer Timing for providing the timing today. You can find their results for all these large meets pretty much right after the meet. Their timing next week at the high school state meet, as well as the following week at Meet of Champions. All those results, well, most of them will be live or right after awards are done. Your 2017 Middle School Boys Division III State Championship.